Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of Exclusive with Shirley Murphy. I am so excited to be here, and I know you're excited to see me as well. Well, this is where we celebrate leaders, trailblazing personalities, and those with stories that inspire. And this platform is your opportunity to share your journey with the world, to ignite your passion and amplify your voice. Remember, your voice is your power, and we are here to make it heard. So join us as we take you on a journey with our special guests every episode of the show where you'll be inspired, you'll be educated, and of course informed. And as you're joining us, don't forget to, like, follow, and of course share. Make your comments in the comment section, and we'll be here to respond to them. Today's episode of the show, I have with me a very phenomenal woman of God, a woman leader. She is an expert advocate of selecting and developing talent for leadership and business growth. She has held various executive leadership roles in various industries. And today she'll be sharing with us about our upcoming book. I say that because I'm also part of the book, The Empowered to Win. And of course, she will share with us what her chapter is all about. I'm talking about no other than, okay, just hold on. Just hold on, because of course I don't want to let that name out just like that, because she is an awesome woman. But then I want to tell you, don't forget to get your notepad, because there's so much that she's going to share with us concerning you being empowered. Get your notepad and get ready to take notes. Before I bring up my guests, we'll go on a quick break, and of course, I'll be right back. See you soon. All right, welcome back. So today I'll be interviewing and, of course, bringing on stage this great woman leader, woman of God, and she's no other, like that's the name you're waiting to hear. She is no other than Dr. Amicitia Gibson. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello, and thank you, Mom Murphy. Thank you for having me. I'm having a little bit of difficulty hearing you, but we will make it through this show. And I'm in my car because I'm in Jacksonville right now. Anyway, I am just so
Okay.
excited about just being here, just to support an awesome woman of God, an awesome serial entrepreneur, just appreciative of me being here to support you, and you're always supporting me.
Awesome. Good to see you and good to have you on the show. Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. I hope you can hear me okay, because I heard you say you can, find it difficult to hear me, but I can hear you loud and clear. Very quickly, let's take us into the journey, how you started, and of course getting to where you are today. Tell us a bit about your journey, ma'am.
Well, my journey, everyone has a story, first of all. And my
Mm-hmm.
journey and my story has always been from the pit to the palace, seeing the pit not really being a bad pit, but a point of entry all the way up to where I'm here now, which isn't a palace, but it was a road to success. So I like to say from the pit to the palace, the pit not really being a pit, but it was a stepping stone to get me where I'm here today. I've always been a woman of faith, and in the anthology, that's what I am going to be talking about. I have to give a shout out to the Reverend slash Pastor Allison Daniels for always coming up with uh, anthologies that empower, engage women to be the best they can be. So I'm giving her a shout out right now. And I'm glad, Shirley, that both of us are in the same anthology again. So, as I said, I started, my military career, and from my military career to my civilian career, and I'm coined the empowerment doc, and that's something that God really gave me in my spirit. I have a trademark, the empowerment doc, because everyone used to come to me and ask me questions about how I got my promotions fast and how I evolved into where I'm at along my journey and my story. How did I evolve? And I tell people sometimes you have to step back to move forward. And what I did, I stepped back a couple of times, just to move forward and excel and evolve. And I empowered myself. I read a lot of books. I attended conferences. I attended workshops and I presented at workshops. And the bottom line is the best investment you can have is to invest in yourself. So I invested in myself, and that's how I think I got to where I'm at today. I did not stay on the sideline waiting for someone to uh, give me an opportunity to go to a training. I did have many opportunities, but most of the time I invested in myself.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking us into your journey. And then you are talking about investing in yourself. Of course, it's very, very key that every one of us, especially as leaders, we should take that very crucial to invest in ourselves, invest in our health, invest in every areas of our lives because it's very, very key. Now, I want to just take you a bit on looking at who you are and what you've been about as an expert advocate, developing talent for leadership. Can you take us a bit into that? How do you help people develop talent for leadership? Uh, is that coming into a leadership space? You need to have some set of talent before you can lead well or grow in business. Can you take us, a bit into that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I am glad you asked. Well, when I actually coach, mentor, or teach individuals, what before I do anything with them, I have to make sure that I have others pour into myself regularly, not just once every 10 years. Like I said before, you have to keep, as an individual that pour into others, you have to keep yourself fresh and relevant, of course. And what I do before I start with anyone is to do an assessment with them. Let them do a self assessment. I send them a self assessment sheet, and then I see if we are going to be a good match, because not everybody that knocks on your door you have to open. So I have them to do the assessment, and if we are a good match, then I have a contract that I have them to sign. And whether it's pro bono or whether it's for pay, you should have a contract with your mentee or your mentor so that you know what they expect of you and what you expect of them. And then after that, if they're not a good match, I will recommend them to someone else that has the same type of skill sets and talents that they want. Now, when it comes to recruiting talent, I always tell people as an past HR professional, you need to
Mm,
just read that job description carefully and see if you are qualified to uh, apply based on the skill sets that they are asking for. And sometimes you could apply and you may get blessed or lucky, like some people say, and they may pick you up
mhm.
if it's an external type of recruitment. But I tell people that you need to read the job description first before you say you're going to apply for certain positions, because they're looking for certain skill sets. And as a past, like I say, professional HR, I look at the skill sets that match the job description or the recruitment action that we place out there. So that's what I do. And then I help if there's somebody that wants to apply for the position, I get them ready for that position. I help them, and it's not just one day, it's maybe like 1 week or so that I work with them to make sure that we tweak their resume, to make sure that we have mock type interviews so that they'll know what type of questions would be expected of them from the selecting officials or the board, and so forth.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for taking us into how that works out. Connecting a potential employee to an employer, and of course checking out what skills they have that could match up to the positions that they are looking for. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. All right, very
Yeah.
quickly, I want to take you. I heard the other time you're giving a shout out to Pastor, yeah, I'm Pastor now, Pastor Allison G. Daniels. Yes, Pastor
Yes.
Daniels, I also give a shout out to you for putting forward this amazing book that will be coming out soon. So now tell us, ma'am, what inspired you? I know you mentioned something before when you gave a shout out, but what inspired you, especially because this is definitely we're talking about empowerment. What inspired you to write as a co-author on this book? And again, this is the fifth edition. Tell me, have you been on other previous editions of the book, or this is your first time? And what
Yes, I
inspired
think
you to
I've
come
been
on?
on all the positions empowered to win, except I think one that I did not. And it's not that I didn't want to be in it. I was working on another project that was similar at the same time. That's Unshakable Faith. And I'm glad I
Okay.
had an opportunity to, after I prayed about it, of course, prayed about it, did some research, and then I was reading Joshua. My scripture is Joshua 1 and 9. I was reading Joshua 1 and 9, and I had so happened to have it here, which says, "Have I not commanded you to be strong, of good courage, and do not be afraid, nor be dismissed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." My chapter is on empowerment now faith. That's what my chapter is all about. And that's what I strongly believe. My faith has always gotten me to where I go. And those people that follow me and those that in my inner circle, and even those that are not in my inner circle, know that I always say your faith comes first, your family second, and so forth. But faith is first, and then your family is second, and then you have the other F's, which I won't prolong that. So I decided to write about faith, and I'm
Mhm.
not going to tell you everything. Not going to say everything because we want them to invest in this project because it's
No,
going
no,
to be
no.
an Amazon bestseller. And I believe, and I believe God is going to do that for us again. But I talked about the power of empowerment, and we shared. Some of us shared some transformational stories in the anthology, and I have several that I shared there. And in sharing those stories, I kind of match them with what's going on today. Then now, my chapter, like I said, is empowerment now faith. A lot of people, their faith has been shaken in the current environment in which we are all right now. And my intention for my chapter is to bring them forward, forget the past, and let's move forward and get back on the road to strengthening our faith and knowing that God is in everything that we do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, God is in everything that we do, and our faith. I agree with you. Our faith comes first. Put a strong faith in God, and He, in His infinite mercy, will do the rest for us. So I like the
That's
title
right.
of your chapter that says empowerment now and then faith, because your faith will get you empowered and get you to move into where God has destined you to be. So thank you once again, ma'am, for sharing that.
Yeah, I want to say
I know that.
one thing. We must trust God.
Okay.
We cannot have unshakable uh um we can't have unshakable faith, but we must trust God in everything. But during COVID and during some of these challenging times that we have, a lot of people get discouraged, they get depressed, oppressed, and they forgot where God has brought them from. All of us haven't been Christians all our
Mm-hmm.
lives. We grew up with parents that took us to
Mm-hmm.
church, Sunday school, with choir rehearsal and choir. We in plays, we in everything that's in the church. But as some people grow older, we have that gap within the community, not only in the church, but we have that leadership gap in the church now, because those that are under 40, between I would say 21 and 40, they are the next generation that's supposed to take us forward. But we have to lead the way by showing them examples of what we have done and what we can do as we trust God. And that's what that is my position now, to help those that is in that leadership gap, that leadership lack right there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you're doing. In fact, this is what we need right now, whereby we get leaders that can step in to mentor the young ones, the younger generation. Because, of course, there's a popular saying that children, the younger, the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. But in so many areas, in different societies, we do not have children or the youth, needs to look up to, where they can step forward to lead well, to lead differently. So I appreciate you for doing that in your space, empowering the younger ones so they can step forward in their leadership positions and do differently. So I really celebrate you, ma'am. And that takes me, to the next question that I want to ask you, ma'am. Empowered to win. It emphasizes, personal growth, resilience, tenacity, empowerment, because of course that's what one thing that you are also doing in your space. What do you believe are key qualities of a person, that you need to, attain in order for you to feel empowered? Qualities that a person needs to attain in order to feel empowered.
I think I'm going to sum it down to two. You have to have good character, and you have to have integrity. Your character is going to either open doors for you or close those for you, and you have a choice to do the right thing. And I think it was Dr. King that said the time to do the right thing is always right. So, what we have to do is your character, your integrity. You should be disciplined enough to stay focused and do what your assignment is that God has called you to do. You can be leaning to the left, the right, the east, west, north, and south. But when you have that calling, and only the individual themselves know what that calling is, you have to focus and stay on track with your calling or your assignment. You have to be diligent in doing what you're supposed to do, And then if you can't do it all, then some of the times, like I recently, I am clearing my plate. I sat on several boards, but what I'm doing now is, if you serve a lengthy period of time in any position, it's time to just step down or step aside and mentor someone to move up into your position. We can't just leave the gap there and don't fill it. So each one should be reaching one, should be teaching one, should be coaching one. And that's what I look at the characters to do. You got to be disciplined, you got to have integrity, and you definitely have to have a good character. And the character that it's not on YouTube, it's not on TikTok. Your character come from your core values, those values that you grew up with your
Mhm.
parents, that was set in stone. And your values should not change from day to day or project to project. You should have that foundation of the values that got you to point A, from point A to point
Mhm.
B.
Point B.
So your values should be a solid foundation to elevate you and evolve you to what your assignment is. Whether it's assignment, a small assignment or a big assignment, your core values should be firm.
All right, all right, all right. I think that's
All
a
right, all
huge
right,
nugget.
all right.
That's a huge nugget that you've just dropped there, viewers. As you're watching us, if you're watching the replay of this video, she's already, she has already put it out. Empowerment, for you to feel empowered, for you to know that you're empowered to win. First and foremost, you need to have
Exactly. Empowered to
character
win.
and integrity. Have good character, have integrity. And of course, she has also mentioned core values. What are those things that people know you for, and not about you, being A today, tomorrow you're Z, people can actually, know where to place you. So you need to have those core values that people believe and trust you for, and then stay focused on your calling. Absolutely. If you're out there, you're watching us right now, and you understand and you believe in what she has said about being empowered, put a number 3 in the comment, because number 3 represents God, the Trinity. So right now, we're going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we'll continue in this conversation. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Passion Home Health Services, LLC, a home health care with a heart of passion, providing hands-on patient care whenever and wherever you need it. As a primary home health provider, we are focused to achieve optimum level of health and recovery for both patient and their families. With over 3 decades of experience, we are committed to providing you with the best home care through exceptional services tailored to your needs. We bring professional home health care to your doorstep. Contact us today.
All right. Welcome back. Yes, I have been, in conversation with the amazing Dr. Amicitia. She is so, so, so amazing. And she has been talking to us about the upcoming book, The Empowered to Win. And definitely she has shared some amazing nuggets. And I hope you are taking notes and helping yourself stay empowered so you can win. I want to just take a recap on what Dr. Misitia has told us. For you to stay empowered, for you to be empowered, to win, to succeed, have good integrity, have good character, and of course, stay focused on your calling. Stay focused on that which God has given to you to do, on your assignment. So many times, we've seen a lot of people that say, "Yes, I know my calling, I know my assignment, I know what it is that I'm supposed to do." So, and of course, along the line, you hear them say, "Oh, life happened. I don't know what happened. Life happened, and you're drifted. You're diverted. You're no longer facing what you're supposed to do." So, in a case like that, for people like that out there that are watching us, what are the They have been on the path of their purpose, of their journey, of their calling, rather, and then something happened, and they find themselves at the other side, not remaining at where God has called them. What words do you have for those kind of people out there that are watching us, ma'am?
I say stay focused and reassess maybe what you think was your calling. It's not really your assignment. It's just it may be a hobby. You know, you can hear you have to hear and know that you hear a lot of voices, but you have to hear and know that you are hearing from God. And then you have to pray about it. My sheep knows my voice. A lot of people have voices, but it's not always the voice of the Lord. And I can't judge anybody, but I know for me, I can identify. And then I have most of the time, there is a confirmation process where somebody would come and say something to me. And I would say to myself, yes, God did it, because here comes somebody else that say what I heard uh, that the Lord said to me. They would say it, I won't tell them, but it would be a confirmation that I feel that I got from the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I love the part where you said reassess, your calling, reassess your journey, reassess your assignment, and then and be sure that you are hearing clearly. Because of course, when that a lot of people, there are sometimes you may feel like, oh yeah, that I think I heard from God, and be very clear. When you hear what you feel you heard, so that you won't also get out there and be confused, and also confuse others that are following you. Mislead
Exactly.
others in one way or the other, then of course you have a long way to go. All right. So thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you and all that you've shared with us on this platform today. Now,
You're
empowered
welcome.
to win. Empowered
Yes.
to win. Share with us the book Empowered to Win. When are we going to expect to have this book? When are we, going to have this book released? When is the book coming out, ma'am?
Oh, I am so excited. The book release is scheduled for 1 October. Yay! 1 October, and shout out to my other co-authors that's in the book, and another shout out again to the visionary of the book, Allison G. Daniels. We plan on having the released on October 1st, the ebook, and then you'll be able to get additional information as to where you can purchase copies. I am excited about it. October 1st is going to be a great day. I
Awesome,
believe it
awesome,
and I
awesome.
claim it.
Yes, October 1st, you've heard her right there. October 1st is when the book, The Empowered to Win, will be released. So hang on and get ready to
Empowered
go.
to Win, anthology number 5.
Yes, October 1st is a book release date. So get excited with us. We are so excited about this upcoming book, the fifth edition. The fifth edition. Number 5 represents grace. So the grace of God is going to be poured onto you as you get a copy, as you read through the pages, and you will stand empowered. Now, very quickly, because Dr. Amicitia, she is a professional when it comes to empowerment. She has been a professional HR, and of course, she has been doing amazing work of God, empowering the lives of people. Now, I want her to take us on this question for those of us that are watching us, and you are beginning your journey of empowerment. Ma'am, for those that are just beginning their journey of empowerment, maybe after this video, they are like, oh, yeah, I think I need to take action on my calling, on what God has given me to do, so I can also be empowered. What other practical steps do you recommend they take to start applying the principles from the chapter Your chapter
Okay,
is
I
talking
think I
about
heard you. You say what are some of the practicals?
empowerment.
Okay, some of the
Yes. What
practical things that
practical
I would
steps?
suggest for
Mhm.
empowering yourself. There's a book that's out by Harvey Coleman. It's an old book, but it's a good book. And he wrote that book, Empowerment of the Self. I tell people the one way you can empower yourselves is read, read, and read. And also
Mhm.
take, like I said, take classes or workshops or invest in yourselves so that you will be good. I also tell them to maintain balance. I would say family first, because if you take care of your family first, then you don't have to worry about anything else. You could stay balanced. But if your family isn't happy, you know, happy home, happy life.
Right.
If your
Yeah.
family is not happy, you're not going to be that successful yourself because you're not going to be happy. And I say you need to really take care of your family first, especially of those of us that in have been called and are serving in ministries. We need to make sure that we take care of our families, we take vacation. You could take a 1 day vacation down the street in a nice resort or a hotel where you're at, just to
Mhm.
relax and have you some me time. And then you could just relax. You need balance, and we need to take care of our health. And when I say take care of our health, we need to eat right, we need to serve right, and when I say eat right, I mean every now and then you could have that scoop of ice cream, but you can't eat it every day like I used to eat ice cream every day. But we have to eat right. We have to eat right and live in a healthy lifestyle. And so I would tell them to, invest in themselves, maintain that balanced life. If you're leaning to the right and not to and then leaning to the left, you're not balanced. So just think about a scale. Have that scale, and you try to maintain balance with your family. Like I said, happy husband, happy wife, happy life. Happy husband, happy wife, happy children, happy
Mhm.
life.
Woohoo! That was fabulous. Yes, yes, yes. So happy family. No, 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 no. It's this way. Happy husband, happy wife, happy children, happy life. So if you're
Amen.
married out there, even if you're not married, take care of yourself, because if you're happy from the inside, it will radiate from the outside, on the outside, and people
Right.
will see that yes, you are happy. So if you're not happy, take care of yourself. She has also, she has already mentioned everything. Create a time for yourself. Go on some vacation. But very first thing that she mentioned about you journeying effectively on your empowerment journey is read, 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 and read. Pick up books that talks about empowerment as a leader, as a leader, because of course all of us are leaders in one space, space or the other. So read and read and read, and then find balance. Don't just be on a scale that is like hanging like this, that dangling. Find a balance whereby your health, your time for you to relax, and of course your work that you're doing, everything is just like hanging. And then she mentioned about investing in yourself. So many of us,
One thing I want to add to that, Ma Shirley, is that we should
yes,
build
ma'am.
good relationships. Now, you may have a lot of associates. You may have, 10,000 followers or whatever, but you just have about 4 or 5 people in
Mm,
your circle that you can call.
mhm,
And then you might just have one or two that you can call or you can text and encourage them. They encourage you. Pray with them, because prayer changes things. We must
mm,
have a prayer life. And it mustn't be a prayer life, well, God, I want you to do this for me. We should be in the spirit of gratitude and thankfulness every day.
mhm,
Every day when you get up and your feet hit the ground. You should say, thank you, God, for giving me another day to work on my assignment, to be a better me, so I can serve better.
Amazing, amazing. So build good relationships, and the relationship is not only with the people you can see. Build good relationship with God as well, because when you have a good relationship with Him, your relationship with others, of course, definitely will be fixed. And then, of course, you have made mention about prayer. It is very key that we do not, underplay, the place of prayer in our lives, because everything that we are today, the life we live today, the physical life, everything is controlled by the spiritual. So you need to continue to ensure that you feed your spiritual life, make it healthy, so you can be able to have, of course, a normal, physical life. So thank you so much. I mean, this session has been amazing. A lot of juicy nuggets about you being empowered. Taking care of your health is also about empowerment, so that you can be able to win in your health, in your marriage. She has mentioned everything: your marriage, your children, your family, everything empowered, so you become a great winner. So thank you so much, ma'am. The next session, because we are taking this almost to a close, is the
Yes.
session where I ask about something out of all of this, because it's, and I think it's a common saying. Yes, it is a common saying that all work and no play will make Shirley, make a ma'am, a dog girl, and all of that. And of course, you've talked about finding time, to relax. So tell us, what do you do for fun? Like when you are not there coaching, mentoring, and all of that, reading the Bible. Yeah, of course, you should have some time to relax. What do you do for fun, ma'am?
I love to travel. Like I said, I love to take mini vacations. I love to go to the Caribbean. I just love to travel. I love to go to museum. I just love the arts. And I think that for me, that's my happy place most of the time, other than my home. I love
Okay.
to travel.
Awesome. Awesome. So I
And I
know.
love to eat too. So when I see a good restaurant that come across one of my social media platforms, or I eat at a good restaurant, I like to share that
You don't
information
check
with
it out.
others.
Okay.
And I just love to eat. That's the bottom line. But you
Do
have
do
to
you like
eat the right
a
things.
favorite meal?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
you
Do you
have to
have
eat
a
the right
favorite meal?
things.
Do you have a favorite meal that you like eating when you go out to any restaurant? What's your favorite meal? Your
I
favorite
love
food?
seafood. I love seafood. I love seafood. I love
Okay.
seafood.
All
Yes.
right. All right. All right. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. And of course, taking us into what it means to be empowered. Yeah, we lost her. I believe she will be able to come back in. I've been, having a amazing conversation with Dr. Micitia, who is an HR professional, and she has told us about what it means to be empowered, what and what you need to do if you're just starting out on your journey, so that you can stand empowered, pour into others. She has also mentioned to us about the fact that we have leaders that are old, and yet they occupy a particular position, and they find it difficult to step aside or step down for others, to step in, so that they can also become a mentor at the other side. Because it is time all of us as leaders, especially the older generation of our leaders, step aside and find time to empower, find time to mentor, find time to coach the younger generations, so they can step forward and, of course, act differently, lead differently, so we can have amazing society, a powerful society filled with leaders that bring forth positive change. So right now, I'm going to just share with you few points that she mentioned. If you're just starting out as a leader, of, and you're beginning a journey of empowerment, if you're just beginning a journey of empowerment, what she said you need to do, Dr. Micitia said you need to read and read and read, and also stay focused on your calling. What is your calling? What is your assignment? What is it that God has called you to do? Have you heard clearly? Yes, she mentioned that. Have you heard clearly? Not that you're just having some kind of a hobby and you feel like, oh, I think that should be my, my calling. And of course, connect that to your core values. What are your core values? And also, you need to have integrity and good character. Integrity and good character. What is your character? Is it questionable? Is it character that people would know of you and, of course, love you for who you are? All of these things are questions that you need to answer in order for you to stay empowered and also stay victorious on your journey. Now, the Empowered to Win anthology book, 5th edition, will be released on the 1st of October 2024. So we are so excited. I'm also a co-author on the book. Excited about this book and want to celebrate the visionary Pastor Allison G. Daniels for putting forward this empowered book platform for women to step forward and share their empowered journeys and share their empowered stories. This is the 5th time. Sis, we love you and we celebrate you for what you are doing. Right now, I will be taking this to a close because I'm still waiting to see Dr. Cita come back in. But before we do that, before I round up, let's go on a quick break.
Hi, did you know that over 35 million Americans have type 2 diabetes that can lead to cardiovascular and kidney disease? And it doesn't have to be that way. Unfortunately, I've been there, but I decided to discover my ultimate health, and I reversed fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, mixed connective tissue disorders, and fluctuating blood sugar levels, and I let go of over 70 pounds. I got my life back, and so can you. I am Phyllis Weaver, pharmacist for over 30 years, founder and CEO of Discover Ultimate Health LLC. I'm your ultimate transformational health specialist. The time is now for you to discover your ultimate health. Contact me today at the number below.
Sorry, I'm muted. Okay, welcome back. That commercial is to remind you once again to take care of your health. Dr. Micitia has already mentioned, take care of your health, be healthy, take time out to relax. And it is very, very important because our health is our wealth. That is what is, the common saying that we've heard, and it is actually true. Our health is our wealth. So take care of your health and you will be happy and, of course, empowered to win. Look forward to having you celebrate and also support us as we have our upcoming book on the 1st of October. And that's all we can take on today's episode of the show. I hope you were inspired to take action on your vision, on your calling, on your assignment, knowing that you can. If Dr. Micitia can do it, if Shirley can do it, you definitely can do even more. So join us same time, same channel for another interesting episode of the show. But for sponsorship, advert placement, contact us through the details that is scrolling down the screen right now, or send us an email. The details is there. And also to feature on the front cover or inside pages of our magazine, Global Labor Events and Business Magazine. The same details is available for you to contact us with. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on Facebook, on Instagram, and also like our YouTube page, so you can click on the notification button, the bell, so you can get notifications on when we go live. Thank you for being a part of today's show. We love you. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.